Hello everyone, John here again, and we're going to be having a look at the Despacito track today. So I'll play through the intro, I'll show you how it goes, then I'll show you the chords and the little funky reggae rhythm that he's playing. Okay, so first bit goes like this. There we are, that's the first bit. Now, what's going on here is it's all kind of around B minor. So you're going to play a little B minor chord, which we'll come back to later. So if you take your first finger and bar down the 7th fret on the G, B and E, and you're playing that little chord just from the G string. And at the end you kind of stop it ringing. I do that by taking off my first finger. I'm just lifting it up a bit, you know. And then we're going to go. Then we're going to play with our third finger this 9th fret, the 10th fret on the high E2. But what we're going to do is we're going to hammer to that 10th fret. So hammer onto the 10th fret, pull off to the 9th, pull off to the 7th. That might feel a bit strange. If you're not used to pulling off, you are pulling down when you pull off. Go back to the 6th fret and back to the 7th fret. All right, so we've got. Then we've got some double stop ideas, which goes like this. So this is 7 on the G, 7 on the high E, and what I'm doing is I'm using my pick and my fingers, or you can use just your fingers if you like. You could just pinch the G and the E string. Then you're going to move that shape up to the 9th fret. So we've got so far. All right, now if you can, use fingers 2 and 3 here, because then when you change shapes, I'll just show you. If I do this, so you don't need to move that second finger. So that last shape is 11 on the G, 10 on the high E. So you have, and I'm playing the G string slightly before the E string, all right? So then I'm going to hit the E on the 12th fret just on its own. So we've got. Now at the end, you're going to do this. This is 14 on the high E, 16 on the G. So you really need a guitar with a cutaway, or my guitar joins on the neck on the 15th fret, so it's easy to get that. Well, not that easy. And then you want to add some vibrato. Give it a bit of a shake, all right? So let me play that through from the beginning again. Okay, there we are so far. Now at the end, we've got the opposite thing. We do this. So this is 11 and 10, we did that before. 9 and 9 and 7 and 7. So it's just like going up. But now we're going down again. All right, there we are. So that's a little intro to the tune. Now the chords that are going on in the background, there are kind of some open chords going on, which occasionally this happens. You've got B minor, the chord progression is this: B minor, G, D and an A chord. So if you're not familiar with B minor, it's a bar down the 2nd fret and then make an A minor shape on 3 on the B, 4 on the D, 4 on the G. Or you could play this if you're really new to guitar: 2, 3 and 4 on the E, B and G strings. So you've got 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's the track. But what he's doing over the top, he's playing a little reggae rhythm which goes like this. So what's happening here is you're playing exactly the same chords, but little chords. So the first one you might recognize, it's the one we did at the beginning, that little one. So it's a bar on 7 on the G, 7 on the B, 7 on the E. Alright, now we're going to play, that's a B minor chord. Now we're going to play a D chord that's starting on the 7th fret. Now this chord looks like a D, but it is now a G chord because that note is a G, so this is a G chord now. So we've got B minor, G. Now we're going to play a D chord, and this D looks like this. If you go up to the 10th fret, put a little bar down on 10 on the B, 10 on the high E, and then you've got 11 on the G. So you've got that sound. That might, if you're not used to playing that, might sound like that. Anyway, that's a D chord. And then you're going to play another D chord, but this time on the 9th fret. It's an A chord this time, because that note is an A. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 to the D on the 10th fret. Then we have this one. Now, what he's doing here is he's playing a reggae rhythm, so he's not doing this. 2, 3, 4. The other guitar player, if you've got one, could do that whilst you do this rhythm. So this is a reggae rhythm. So reggae is on the offbeat. So you're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, when you play these chords, after each time you've played, just take off your finger. So you get this. What you don't want is this. Can you hear the difference there if I go? Or this. Now, so do that. That might take a bit of time, because if you're used to playing on 1, this is weird. So you got 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So get used to doing that. You might want to just do that on 1 chord for now, and when you get comfortable, go to the next chord. Now, if you can, what you can do to make that groove a bit and help you to stay in time is do a little scratch. That's what I do anyway. Kind of helps me. So when I go down, I'm coming down with the pick, and then my hand also mutes the strings. Okay, so if I put that together. All right, there we go. So that gives you enough chords, hopefully, to play the intro and, have a little jam along with the song. That is in the same key, so you can either, one guitar player can play those chords, whilst the other one does this funky little rhythm. But you can play that along with the track. When you listen to the track, have a go with that, play that, and it'll sound really good. So there we go. That's Despacito. Have a good day, and do subscribe if you can, and check out the other videos. Okay, see you, bye.